What is up, you guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devin. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. The Charlotte Hornets are trading star guard Lamelo Ball and Josh Green to Minnesota Timberwolves for Naz Reid and a series of draft picks, sources tells ESPN Shams. In addition to Reid, the Hornets will receive a 2033 unprotected first round pick and three second round picks. The teams will also swap three first round picks in 2028, 2029, and 2030. Ball has 3 years left on his current contract and is eligible to sign a 2 year, $119.2 million extension July 6th. Ball has also averaged 20.1 points, 7.1 assists, 8.4 4.8 rebounds, and shot 36.8% from three in 72 regular season games. His most played since he logged 75 in his second season in 2021-22, from 2022-23 to 2024-25. Ball played in a total of 105 games because of injuries. I love this trade. By all means, I love it. Here's the issue here. There's two things that they're going to have to figure out. Number one, Lamelo Ball, his availability is the first issue. Lamelo, what I said earlier, he played a total of 105 games because of injuries. So now you gotta it's a little bit gray area here. Your best ability is your availability. I'm hoping in this new start for Lamelo Ball, I'm hoping that he's able to stay healthy for most of the season, or especially in big games, because you need a guy like Lamelo on that floor. Because what does he provide? Playmaking ability. He's also a scorer. It's basically gonna help out Anthony Edwards in a way. Before I even go any further, question for discussion: what are your thoughts on the new duo in Minnesota? Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, because it speaks to it. Lamelo speaks to. Oh, I feel like Lamelo will overshadow the struggles that Anthony Edwards has dealt with last season, which is he gets double teamed a lot. So now you're looking at this duo with Anthony Edwards and Lamelo Ball. Like I said, playmaking ability. They're going to be scoring on all levels, in the paint, the post, in the perimeter. They're gonna get a lot of fast break opportunities because Lamelo Ball gets steals, Anthony Edwards gets steals, and last but not least, the pick and roll. I do believe the pick and roll will work to their strengths. Lamelo Ball, in the way he plays, he does pick and roll. It could vice versa. Those Anthony Edwards and Lamelo could go back to back on the pick and roll. But defensively is the second issue, because now you've gotten rid of Naz Reid, and also this trade reminds me of the Miami Heat trade. Miami Heat traded players and picks to get Giannis. Minnesota traded players and picks to get not only one player, but they got two. So that's the only difference. But the defensive side of things, because looking at their roster, Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Jaden McDaniels, Josh Green, Bones Highland, Mike Conley, Dante DiVincenzo, who's dealing with an ACL injury, a torn ACL, wishing a speedy recovery for him. Another vet in Joe Ingles, because you got two vets, Mike Conley and Joe Ingles. So now Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year, multiple defensive player of the years, but he's not getting any younger. He's getting older. So now whoever's on the bench for the Timberwolves now has a new responsibility, or you might put that responsibility on Jaden McDaniels, because throughout the playoffs he guarded you know, every team's best player and played great. So it's either Jaden McDaniels fills that role or you're going to have somebody else coming off the bench to fill that role because you gave me your draft picks. You traded Julius Randle, which is they really didn't need Julius Randle because he's inconsistent as usual. That's nothing new. But you know, that's the that's going to be a big part because you have those teams where you have great firepower on the offensive end, but defensively they just struggle. When they get on defense, you let a team go on a ten and 0 run or a 10 and 2, 15 and 2 run, and then you let this team get into a rhythm, and then you're struggling on the defensive end because you can't stop. You can't stop on the perimeter. You can't stop in the paint, or you're just not getting any. You're giving this. You're allowing this opposing team to get second chance opportunities. So that's what I'm looking at. Those two things I'm looking at in terms of issues for the Timberwolves. Hopefully those get resolved, and I look forward to seeing Lamelo and Anthony Edwards go crazy because those two guys are going to put fans in the seats, and they're going to want people are going to want really going to want to come and watch, pay more attention to the Minnesota Timberwolves a lot more. And I do believe they have a chance to go to the Western Conference Finals if they continue to stay healthy and play their game. That is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.